Hello and welcome to United Sauce and Wingers. I'm Dominic. This is the Liverpool-Manchester United preview. This is a huge game. In this video, we're going to talk to a Liverpool fan. We're going to understand what they're feeling about the game, who they think the key players are, and we're also going to tell them that we're going to smash them. This is Dominic. This is Sean. This is Neji. We're going to have a good time tonight. Let's figure out how we're going to beat Liverpool. Let's go. Yes. How's it going, people? You right, Sean? You right, Neji?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. All good, bro, my brother.
This is a big show. You know what, right? Normally, when I'll be coming into this sort of game that is this big against Liverpool, big, I'll be a bit nervous, man. I'll be coming down like, lads, how are we beating this? Are we playing this formation? Have we got two at the back? I'll be getting really tactical. At the moment, I'm like, we can beat them. We just got to turn up. I'm
Got to turn up.
This is it. I'm very, very excited about this. And I feel like the title of the show is saying they are scared, they are nervous. And I promise you, they are scared and nervous. We're going to get a Liverpool fan on the show shortly. We're going to get their thoughts, their mindset, how are they feeling. Their team's been in a weird situation recently where Liverpool, are they going to win? Are they going to draw? Is it a bit shaky? Is Mane playing as good as he can? Is Salah playing really good? We're going to
dive in.
Depths of it. Are they diving? We're going to get into depths of it and really break it down and figure out how we're going to win. Before I go any further, guys, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like the video. It really helps. We always want to get to 20 likes and subscribe if you're new. This is just a small Manchester United channel where we can actually, look, my brother-in-law just had a baby. He's ringing me. How nice is that? I'll call him back.
Congratulations, man.
So we're in a situation where we can win the league if we actually keep going, and we're in a situation where it could be so good for us, but we need to make sure that we go for it. We 100% go for it. So I'm really excited about this. Subscribe if you're new, smash a like, and let's keep going. So let's go straight to the comments. So Ankit, the trio is back. Let's begin. 100%. Chris, my man, first time watching live. Yes, get involved, man. Get involved. We want to know what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking.
Chris, man.
Physio D, congratulations to you, brother. Thank you so much, man. A beautiful little girl in these crazy times. It's what you got to concentrate on. He said he was going to call me in FaceTime, and I completely forgot. So I'll ring him after the show. But guys, I hope everybody's well. Let's get straight into it. Sean, let me come to you first, brother. The title of the show is, are Liverpool scared? They are nervous. Look, tell me, Sean, are you thinking that Liverpool are scared about this game?
Bro, it's crazy, man, because they are 100% going to be scared of us now. And it was only like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I got a lot of Liverpool fans in my circle, and we were creeping up on them. And I'm like, look, we're catching you. They're like, nah, dismissive. I'm getting all these texts. You're not in our league. You're not catching us. All this talk. I texted them again after the weekend. I screenshotted the league table, sent it out into the groups. It's getting pure tumbleweed, bro. Pure tumbleweed. So that's when you know the fear has arrived, and they take us seriously now. But until that point, they were taking us for a bit of a joke, and I feel they were a bit complacent. And I feel like now they know we're a genuine, serious threat, and we can actually go to Anfield, and we can actually turn them over. Yeah, the evidence is there. The facts are there. We are in their heads now, and it's showing on the pitch, and it's showing across the fan base. Bring it on.
Come on, Sean. I love that energy,
ready,
man.
Bro. Sean's ready.
Come on now, Neji. Talk to me. How you feeling? Are they scared?
They have to be, bro. Because listen, I'm like Sean, bro. A lot of people were sending me like the league table and stuff. Even when I'm bigging up my own team, you know, when I was sharing like a few Bruno things on my Facebook and that, and man were like, oh yeah, but look at the table. Look at the table. And then that was like, well, what kind of argument is that, bro? Like, why am I looking at the table? I'm talking about Bruno and you're coming here saying, yeah, but look at the table. I'm like, okay, cool, safe. Now, just the other day, yeah, we went top of the league, yeah. Jesus, we went top of the league. What? Listen, what I'm saying is, I went on my Facebook and put one simple status now and said, can anyone show me the league table, please? Please do it today. If not by today, don't ever show me ever again. Bro, I had one like, fam. One. Normally, bro, I'm getting like 20, 30 people just like not trying to start the war online, but trying to get in my inboxes, bro. I had one like they didn't want it. Liverpool have to
They
be
don't want it,
scared
bro.
right now.
Neji,
Nervous.
I love that, Neji, because you know what? People are starting to hate us again.
Yes, haters.
You know what, right? I tweeted earlier, I said, you know what? It's so good looking down from this balcony and seeing all the infighting between all the other teams. Because they're just looking, they're chasing us. They're like, oh,
Love it.
Manchester United. Where are we? I even tweeted Carl Lewis and I tried to tag him, but I couldn't find his Twitter. I tweeted it and I said, only God is above us, because I love that, man. Honestly, this is huge. And I was looking at the table, guys.
That line killer.
I was proper trying to get into the table and think about, wait a minute, if Man City win their game in hand, they're 1 point behind us. I don't care. I don't care, because we're in the mix. Look, people have talked to me, Neji, Sean, they've talked to me and said, look, the wheels could fall off at any moment. I know that, you know that. But while we're driving this Lamborghini, I've got the top down, enjoying having some Ribena. I'm going to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? How many times have we been in a situation where we can say, yes, we're at the top of the league, people looking up towards us, Liverpool are thinking, we got to win this game. They might even come to draw. Let that sink in for a second. Liverpool might come, well, we're going to go to Liverpool's ground, but they might come to that ground to draw. They don't want to lose that game. They're scared.
They can't lose. Bro, they can't lose, yeah, because let's say they win, yeah, we're still joint top on points. So, like, they have to win. Like, for us, we can be more relaxed. I'm not saying we need to be over-relaxed and complacent, because then we will lose. We can't underestimate them. What I'm saying is we've got the upper hand, and you need to put the pressure on them early. Make them feel like they're defending when they need to attack. Put 100%. The pressure on them. First 15 minutes, get into their faces. Bam, our football. Get some physicality on the pitch. Hopefully, I'm hoping Bruno just has a bit more of a Rolls-Royce approach and just takes his time, because he does all the hard work to get in the right positions.
Yeah, I agree.
His final ball just needs a little bit of sass, man. You know what I mean? I hate using his name, but from a football perspective, Kevin De Bruyne, as much as I don't think he's a better player this season, quite evidently, I think the difference is De Bruyne's got a bit more class and Rolls-Royce about him. Whereas,
go on, bro. Though? Just on that point, before I forget, though, on that point, it's a situation where I think Bruno plays better when he's got less time, because Liverpool are going to literally pressurize us. I feel like when Bruno's got loads of time, he doesn't play as well. Sean, you're on mute, by the way, bro. He doesn't play as well when he's got loads of time. You know, when Rashford's got loads of time, he just runs into a middle of a bus. But when he's playing on instinct, that's when he plays. I think Bruno will step up this game and realize that this is one of the biggest games. We have to do it. What's the comment saying? Physio D, yes, brother. Liverpool will respect us, but I doubt they'll be scared. You know what, though? I'll be honest with you. Man City did it. They got very, very, very nervous. They didn't know what to do. Then they played with 2 CDMs. Look, they got our number the next game, but that was through luck, and they wanted it more, and they've won that trophy so many times. It's a blueprint, right? What we're looking at, Carl. If we are to win Liverpool, we need players that can carry the ball well or good in 1v1. If Scott, Bruno, or Pogba can beat man in front of them, the press is broken, the gap's open 1-0. This is what I'm talking about. Yes, Keen. Nice to have you here, brother. Keen's got a podcast as well. Go and check it out if you can, guys, as well.
Yeah, big up Keen, man.
Here, hope you well, Dominic. Ollie's Tricky Reds up top of the league, baby. Guys, we're going to get into team lineups. You're going to see Sean's lineups. You're going to see my lineup, and you're going to see Neji's lineup. And shortly, we're going to be talking to a Liverpool fan. This Liverpool fan is very, very passionate. He's also a music producer, and I don't know which one he loves more. He's been playing music all his life, but I think he loves Liverpool more than music. So that gives you the idea of how big this game is to him. We've got Physio D. The wings will be crucial. Will you start Dan James? This is what I mean. And when you see our team lineups I'm going to put up later on, you'll be intrigued to see what we put up. I'm going on the basis that Martial's injured or he'll come off the bench. So that's my team. And
Dom. Sorry, my team was based around the standard.
Don't worry about it.
2-3-1. Okay, cool.
You can explain it, man. It's all good. We can, mate. We haven't even seen Ollie's press conference. For all we know, half the team's got COVID. So,
don't say that, man. Dom, don't say that, brother. You can jinx it, man.
Mate, don't worry about that. Even if they had, Ahmad Diallo's here, so we'll be fine. All right, guys. Before we just about to bring in the Liverpool fan, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new. I want you to ask any questions you want to Liverpool fans, get their mindset. They watch every single game, every single week. he told me before the show that it's been a bit tough for him to watch the games at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, I've known him all my life. Big Liverpool fan. So Daniel Lee, welcome, bro, from LA, I believe. Rashford about to eat TAA alive. Jeez. All right, let's get him in. So let's get him in.
TA can't defend,
let's
bro.
go. Iffy, can you hear us?
Yo,
That's good.
you guys hear me, yeah?
Man?
Oh,
How's
Oh,
it
good, thanks. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good. What's cracking, Iffy?
Oh, good.
Well done,
Happy
bro.
New Year. Happy New Year.
I was gonna try and see if I could change your name to Liverpool fan, but I like this. Show me the money.
Had to be
I love
done.
it. Iffy, thank you for joining us, man. On this channel, we just talk about the truth, man. We're not here to bash Liverpool. We have no right to bash Liverpool. They have won the Champions League. They won the league. They play good, exciting football. They've got one of the best wingers in the world in Mane that I think, and I'll take that. I'll take Mane all day long. So for me, I'm not going to come here and start bashing Liverpool. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Guys.
Iffy, leave it out, mate. Leave it out. Hey,
Mane, too good. Send it to me himself.
So, guys, in the comments, get your opinions in. If you've got any questions for Iffy, L. Franklin saying, what's going on, Iffy? If you've got any questions for him, just put it in the chat and we'll ask the Liverpool fan how they're feeling. But firstly, Iffy, thank you for joining, man. How are you feeling about Liverpool? In the run up to these games, how are you feeling about the form and about how you're doing basically as a team?
I think we're doing better than I expected, considering what I would consider like our key players to be missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like no recognized centre backs, all that kind of stuff. There's been some results where I'm like surprised, regardless of the fact that we have our front three. I've still been surprised. Okay, we came away with a result, but then like the last 4 results, I don't know if it's an ego thing or a relaxation thing or a COVID thing. They've got me on the edge. Like, if we had beat Southampton, I would have gone into Sunday against United feeling a bit better about myself.
Yeah.
The only thing that has got me mildly comfortable or confident is Thiago. Like his comeback to form, the class is undeniable.
You know what? We got a question straight for you already, man. What's Finac saying? Hey, Dom, are you going to be in the US again? Mate, we're always open and going to United Stand again. They always bring different people on. So love being on it, man. And if they ever ask me and AG again, we'll gladly go on it. Keen, so he's saying, Iffy, Bruno, does he get into your starting 11, Iffy? Straight away?
Big question. Love that.
Do you know what? Because our starting 11 hasn't been, I'll answer the question, but our starting 11 hasn't been confirmed yet because we haven't had all our players fit at the same time. Like when Thiago was ready, Van Dijk wasn't. So that means that Fabinho has to play defense.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would choose my midfield. I've got like Fabinho to choose from. I've got Hendo. I've got Gini. I've got
So you're saying
Thiago.
Bruno wouldn't start in your team?
It depends. It depends on what. Once I see how our starting 11 is, then I can determine if Bruno will take Gini's place.
All right, but fine.
Iffy.
Based on this team, would you put him in? Your team you got right now, would you put him in?
I'll put Bruno in there right now.
Fine. Sean, what are you saying?
He starts in any Liverpool team. He's the first name on the team sheet. You mad?
Hell,
Fact.
You mad?
Fact.
Are you mad?
No
How
way.
can he not? How can he not?
Bruno gives the ball away too much. Too much.
Fact.
He's an incredible player, but he gives the ball away too much.
It's true.
I get frustrated watching Man United play sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what, bro? Trent Arnold gave the ball away last 2 games 68 times, fam.
I'm not disagreeing with you there. If we had another right back to play, instead of Trent, I would have been telling. I'll be DMing Klopp tomorrow, bro. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. You see, Bruno, yeah, because obviously your creativity doesn't really come from your midfield. So if Klopp had, and this is my opinion as well, I think Bruno can still be coached because if he had a system to play around and he didn't have a free role, if Klopp had a Bruno and had Bruno, he would be more in control of what Bruno should be doing. He'd have more of a role and let's say a template to work off, in my opinion. So I feel like if Bruno does come into that team, like I'll be honest, I can't see Firmino being in that 9 because he can do everything Firmino does with the instinct. Hear me out. He can do everything Firmino does with the instinct of the flicks. His movement is incredible, but at the same time, his finishing ability is second to none. And Firmino can't finish his dinner. Let's be honest.
Wait, is Firmino a striker for you? Is Firmino a striker? Because for me, he's not. He's a forward player, more of a 10 for me, but scores goals.
Firmino does not score goals, bro. Come on, don't be respectful.
No, he used to. He used to,
you know.
You know, it's a hard question to answer because if you're looking at Firmino last season and the season before,
amazing.
No one's talking about Firmino right now.
No.
Everyone's talking about how Firmino's up there with the best strikers in the world.
Yeah,
because he was doing the assists, he was scoring the goals. All of a sudden, we got Diogo Jota doing drills, and Firmino's been looked at like, maybe his stats are a bit iffy.
No, you know what? It's true actually, because you haven't got Jota. Oh wait, is Jota not going to play on Sunday? Jota's out. Who's out on Sunday?
Right. For you? Jota's out. We don't know if Matip's going to be there, but probably not. Obviously, VVD. That's kind of it, really. That I would start.
Thiago's going to start.
Thiago will definitely start.
Yeah, has to start. Fred to get him injured because he can't run too much.
You know what?
Fred will be running him around. Man mark Thiago. Man mark Trent Arnold. Man mark my man on the left wing, Robertson, and let the midfield just battle it out, bro.
You know what?
Nobody can man mark Robertson.
Guys, if you're just tuning in,
Bissaka sort man out. Easy.
Obviously, you got 3 Manchester United fans. Obviously, myself. You got Sean. You got Neji, and we've got lucky to have Iffy on here, a really renowned actually producer who's a massive Liverpool fan. So we'll just get his thoughts on the game as we approach it. Carl, I agree Bruno would be another Coutinho, great player individually, but he didn't suit Klopp's system with constant shots to lose them. Klopp would be frustrated with Bruno, but at the same time, I think he would improve him as a player. He would be like,
I agree.
I'm not the best player anymore because this team don't play on individuals. It plays as a unit. And that's what Manchester United are striving to be a unit. Because you know what happens when you're a unit? You don't need massive goals like Pogba to come out last game or everybody have 9 out of 10s. You need everybody to have a 7 out of 10 because everybody's actually playing as a unit. And I can't wait to see Manchester United play as a unit. James Westcott, yes, even all Neji, don't say stuff like Firmino don't score goals. That is will come back to bite you, bro.
No, I go off what I've seen so far. So I'm not proven wrong. He could score against us on the weekend. That doesn't cover the whole season.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Sure, Firmino shows up in big games. Like look at the game against Spurs.
He does.
What, last 2 minutes?
He's not clinical. He's not clinical as a striker. As a striker, do you think he's clinical based on consistency as a striker or forward? Is he consistent in his shooting?
I can't call Firmino a striker. That's the thing. I can't answer your question.
As a forward, you're a forward player. So any one of the front 3, including cam players, because they are central attacking midfielders. So as any of the 4 forwards, is he or not one of the least clinical players when given the chance? Because I saw that Southampton game. Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I'm telling you, he converts many of his chances.
I'm telling you, the difference between Man City and Liverpool is that they have clinical strikers. Those strikers there
had. They don't anymore.
Jesus
is not clinical. Aguero is the only clinical striker they got.
Jesus played left wing last game, innit?
Sorry.
Okay. No, fair enough. But on more time, I would see Mane score 1 in 4 chances. Salah, maybe 1 in 7 in 7 chances. Salah is actually more wasteful than Firmino. Firmino doesn't get as many opportunities. Opportunities.
That is so true. Yeah.
But Firmino puts the job that Firmino does allows Mane and Salah to have those opportunities.
He would listen. Firmino got the most respect from football. I'm talking as a football fan and not Man United fan. He got the most respect from me because I could see his worth in Klopp's system. My issue is if the ball falls to his feet in tight areas and stuff, is he going to be as consistent as necessary? Because you know, if Mane's not hitting the ball,
He's
if
too
Sané-
skillful. He's too skillful. Look at the goal he scored last season against Tottenham, against Tanganga. Salah passing the ball very short space of time.
That shows his ability. That shows his ability, but is that ability consistent? Is my question.
I think it is
So
consistent. You
Iffy,
can see he's a Brazilian.
So let's put a different spin on it then, because I want to understand, how does he go from being talked about as one of the best number 9s in the world in 18 months ago to now last season he didn't score enough goals, but to where he is now, people questioning his ability. Should Diego Jota start in front of him? What's the problem with him? Why is he not scoring like he used to?
I wouldn't say there's a problem with him. I'd say it's Diogo Jota.
The effect. It's the effect of bringing someone else in.
It's the effect.
So he hasn't got the mentality then.
So he's under pressure. But even last season, Jota wasn't there and he still wasn't scoring.
He was doing drills, though. He was turning up in games and fighting. He was turning up in games and fighting. Like I can't remember more than 5 performances last season where I was like, I was not even in the mindset of thinking, Firmino, he's not cut out for us. At best, I was thinking we need someone on the bench in case one of the front 3, and that's exactly what we got in Diogo Jota.
You know what the worst thing is, right? And I saw someone in the comments say this. You know, Firmino can turn up on Sunday now. You do know that, right? He's going to turn up with a back post header, and we're all going to be like, yeah.
He has to.
You know what, right? I want to get back to the game, right, on Sunday, because this is such a huge game. Iffy, I'm looking at your. If you're joining now, we've got Iffy here on the bottom left, who's an avid Liverpool fan. And obviously, you've got myself, Sean, and AG, Man United all the way. You know how it is. Boop. And now we're just trying to build up to the game. It's a massive game. If we beat Liverpool, we go, 6 points? That's a joke. So looking at last games, though, I know you said, Iffy, that obviously, if you won your last 4 games, you feel a lot better. But let's look at them. Premier League, you beat Southampton 1-0. You drew to Newcastle 0-0. You beat West Brom 1-0. No, you drew to West Brom 1-1.
Yeah, don't disrespect Big Sam.
But then, Liffy, I think you're forgetting that you beat Crystal Palace 7-0. What was that? Just a hiccup, or is that just a false dawn? What is that?
So what? Fluke?
That result shocked me because we haven't shown ourselves to be like the only teams that I know that sweep-away teams is Man City.
Yeah,
you'd only expect Man City to come and murk a team 5-0.
Yeah. So you think that was just a randomer? You think that's never going to happen again? That was just a one-off.
I think the days of Liverpool outscoring their teams in a mad way. Like I think teams have learned how to play against us and learned how to defend against us. Yeah. I think on the day Palace got their tactics wrong.
Yeah, they did, and they didn't change it. And they didn't change it at all.
And Mane was on fire in that game.
I would take, for me, from Liverpool players, if I had to, if it meant that I wouldn't get food for a week, right? If I had to take one Liverpool player, actually, right, I'm going to ask all you boys.
Don't go there. Don't go there, man.
I'm going to do it because I'm a football fan. I'm a Manchester United, but I also appreciate football. I'm going to ask you, Neji and Sean, prepare for this. 2 players. I'm not giving you that much respect. 2 players that will get into Manchester United start 11. Just think about that, right? For
That's
me,
easy.
I'm saying Mane, and if he's fit, Virgil van Dijk. That's it.
That's easy. If for what we need in our team, I would take Thiago, Alcantara, and Van Dijk.
What about you, Neji?
What is a front? What 3 players or 2?
2. I'm making it harder. 2 players you'll take from
I'll be honest. Like our right side is struggling, and as much as I wouldn't take Trent Arnold, I would take. I'd still leave Bissaka on because Trent Arnold can't defend for shit, and we've seen how we play, and he's coming to our team, so he'd have to play our way. So based on that, it would be Van Dijk, and as much as I'd like Thiago, Pogba can do the job just as much with more physicality, which I appreciate more. So and he's better in the box. So I would take. I think I would take Salah just for the pure fact that right side we need creativity. We ain't got it. So
okay, you're thinking about the positions. Fine. Iffy, 2 players from Manchester United that you would take. And don't tell me
Bruno.
none. I know you're lying.
Bruno and Rashford.
Rashford. That is very
A lot-
interesting.
Yeah.
That is
Why
a very
Rashford?
I'll take
yeah. Why
Rashford.
Rashford?
Rashford's world class.
Interesting. That's
That
very
what,
interesting.
how old is he? 23, 24?
23.
24 now. Just turned.
Okay.
24? Fam, he's got years.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like
very true.
Salah, Mane, Firmino, they're what, 28 now, I believe. 27, 28. Like they're gonna be pushing. So if I could have someone like Rashford, that's the next. I can continue to compete.
Because I'm glad you brought that up, Iffy, because I see Twitter all the time. We see like fan cams and different fan channels and all different things like that. And the fan base is heavily divided on Rashford, you know, because they feel like they don't see him as a young person anymore, but he is actually young if you take away the unbiased, unconscious bias. And they feel like he's wasteful sometimes. That sometimes he's hot and cold, and he can have a whole game of 85 minutes where he doesn't really do much, and then all of a sudden doesn't assist like last game or does an absolute belter like the previous game before that. So people were wanting more consistency. But for me personally, I feel like we have got such a gem on our hands that if you actually give him some more time to actually get better, unleash himself, get that better foot, that IQ that he hasn't got, we've got a player on our hands. And it's interesting to know from a Liverpool fan that you rate him, because I don't, Sean, did you and AG, you rate Rashford, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Yeah, of course. He's a top player. Top player.
Yeah, he's
without
so good.
without a doubt. Like he reminds me of when we bought Ronaldo, not in terms of player attributes, but in terms of where he is in his development. Yeah. And I feel like he's still got a long way to develop. Me being me as a personal player, like I like ball players, consistency, control, creativity, because that's going to give you more chances in a game to score than an individual brilliance. So I think that's where a lot of fans are not against Rashford, but don't rate him as high just because he's not about the brilliance for me. Do you know what I mean? When Ronaldo came, he was the same profile. He was shocking. He was flair, step overs, take a man on. He did too many step overs. He shot from mad angles. Half time didn't go in. Half time it did. Wouldn't pass the ball when he needed to pass the ball, and those are areas where you need to mature as a player. Now he's 23, he's 24, as you're saying.
That's true, Ahmed.
Yeah. So for me, Rashford still has a long way to go. Does not mean he's not good enough. Quite evidently, he's good enough. What I'm saying is, for when United are doing a rebuild right now, we need him at his peak, and I don't think he's at his peak, and I think he's quite far away if he doesn't continue to progress.
You know what, right? We always want the best from our team. And I think because we want it to happen now, we want the best. We know he's wasteful, but at the end of the day, every player we've seen our team can be wasteful. Everybody can have a shocking game. I don't think picking out Rashford, who has saved us on so many occasions, is going to do anything. I think we just need to.
And do you know what? It's funny because it's like, what player hits their peak at 24 or 23 years old? No player. If you look at you look at the way that people talk about Mane and Salah now, which are probably well recognized in world football as two of the best wingers. They walk into any side, Barcelona, Real Madrid, right? If you look at where they were when they were 24 and the level that they were performing at 24, they were not doing what Rashford's doing right now at 23, 24 years old. They were nowhere near Rashford's level. So you have to put it into perspective of where he's at, and in 2-3 years' time, where he's going to be.
This is it, Cliss. Yeah, you're right, Cliss. That's exactly. Sean, you're bang on, and Cliss agrees with you. Rashford needs more coaching, but I'm so happy we have him. That's exactly how I feel. Like Rashford's one of those people, man. Like you have like you teaching your son or daughter to eat vegetables. You know it's not the nicest tasty, but you're so glad that you're eating it because long term it's going to work out for you. Rashford is a piece of broccoli, man. That's it. I love it. I love it. It's good for you, man. Just enjoy it. Don't taste good, but just enjoy it. Iffy, all right, I want to talk about the game on Sunday. Iffy, I've titled this show, guys. If you're just tuning in, like the video, subscribe if you're new. We've got a Liverpool fan on the bottom left saying, "Show me the money." We've got Sean and AG. Iffy, are you confident? Because the title of this show is called "Are Liverpool Scared?" Are you confident, bro?
I'm confident.
Oh wow.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that.
No, he did.
I'm not scared. I'm if we were playing City, I'd be terrified. I'm not gonna lie to you. If we're playing City, I'm terrified. Even if we're playing Tottenham,
Oh,
Nah,
And that's not me trying to like disrespect Man United.
oh my God, he just absolutely went, boom,
But-
boom, see you later.
But where Kane and Son are, and where De Bruyne and all them man they are at, like they are just a level above where everyone else is performing right now. Like, man, tell me one player at Man United apart from Bruno that is consistently performing.
Fact. This is my point,
I
boys.
can't actually
Over the
Okay.
bike, this is my point, bro.
No,
This is why.
So
yeah, this-
I don't know what Man United
wait, hold on.
come up against.
But Iffy, when you say consistently performing over what kind of game period are we talking for consistency?
We're talking from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I don't
From the
know.
beginning of the season.
He's
Beginning of the
right.
season.
Yo,
that's a very good
Okay.
Sean, he's right.
Fred.
We're not
Fred.
in a
Maybe
Luke,
Fred.
okay, Fred has been consistent from the start of the season. De Gea
Yeah,
has
Fred,
been,
right.
No,
has
De
been
Gea's not been consistent.
He has been consistent from the start of the
he
season.
hasn't.
You got, I could either go to Luke Shaw, has been consistent from the start of the season.
So why is
There's
Dennis
been-
playing sometimes?
That's what I'm saying.
because you have to rotate. Hold on. You have to rotate. It's called a squad. That's why. Not because of form. You have to rotate.
No.
Game management. It's called game management.
Solskjaer don't know his best team.
Solskjaer
Yeah,
knows exactly his best team. He does
I
know his
agree.
best team.
I feel
He knows his best team.
Solskjaer's not the type of manager who has a best 11 because simply he favors the rotation. Now this season, the only reason, in my opinion, that we know where we are, is simply because we've had a squad that actually benefits from the run of games that are coming up real quick. Your top teams right now, if you look at it, most of their first 11 are injured. Right, that's no joke. Most of their first, not gonna say injuries are an issue because last season Man United had most issues and most injuries to their top players and still finished first. So to me, it's not an excuse. You've got players to play, and you play in a system that is more consistent. So I don't think injuries are an issue. But what it is showing is that Manchester United, or should we say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he sets up to win no matter what, and he has styles and tactics for different formations and different teams, different players to do different jobs. Next season, we will not be in a position that, unless COVID runs it the same way again, praise it doesn't. But if we're playing a season next season where we're playing one game a week for the first couple of weeks, he's going to need a first 11. I don't think he can put out a first 11 when you can see consistently he's playing Lindelof and Bailly. He's still working out his best 11. And the first time we saw it against Burnley was him choosing Bailly over Lindelof. But Lindelof was apparently was injured. Again. So if that's the case, he clearly doesn't know his best 11 because clearly everyone's seeing that with Bailly in the team, you can play higher up the pitch. With Bailly in the team, you can see a better partnership from Maguire. I've been going in on Maguire for so long. For the last 2 games he's played with Bailly, I've not had a word to say about him other than big ups to him. And that to me shows me as a fan that I can see improvement. I've seen him much better. So he hasn't got a first 11.
So look, let's get some of the comments here, right? This is very true. Everybody can be wasteful on our team. That's true. But let's be honest. How many clear chances do we create game to game? It's a good point.
Too many.
We've been in a situation recently when we need so many chances. That last game, Cavani, Martial missing chances when their key priority is to score goals. But at the same time, I've said it right now, we are not the perfect team, but it doesn't have to be the perfect team to win this league this season. You don't have to be perfect. So let's just deal with what we got and get better over time. Rashford's dribbling has improved so much. His decision making 100%. Could you imagine Rashford in the sweet shop? That guy will be in there for 10 minutes trying to see if he wants Skittles, fruit pastels, or wine gums. Trust me, 10 minutes he'll be in there for. My banda chickens, my banda. You're making me hungry now. When given the chance, Steve will be consistent. Yeah. He's just not paid enough, my man. Great banter. It doesn't really matter about this best team this season. Liverpool and City have been different midfields every game. You know what I'm liking? And Deji talked about it. We are setting up differently for every single game, Iffy. When we're looking at you now, right? We're looking at Liverpool. We know that you're going to press us. You're going to press us. So we're going to come with a certain team, right? And this leads you up perfectly to the team lineups. Guys, we're going to show you the team lineups of all the Manchester United people in this chat, on this stream, and give us your thoughts. Iffy, tell us if you're scared. I'm going to put Naji's up first, all right? This is who Naji wants to play with. Here we go. This is Naji's team, guys. Naji's got De Gea at the back, obviously. Shaw, Maguire, Bailly, and AWB on the right.
I'm not scared.
Okay. He's got Fred and Pogba in the midfield. Martial, Fernandes, Rashford. That's hoping that Martial's fit, and Cavani. So you're not scared of that midfield or that attack? No.
No.
Oh wow.
Show me another one, please.
Sure. What's your thoughts on that? That if he's not scared as a Liverpool fan?
Do you know what? With Pogba in the midfield against their midfield, I can understand why. But come on, look at that front three, that front four. You're telling me they can't hurt you?
No, it's really
You're
good.
telling me they can't hurt you? Cavani, one of the best strikers of the last however many years. He's better than your number 9, that's for sure. Bruno, best player in the league.
Not
and then we got Martial and Rashford on the flanks. Rashford has already put who's your right back again on toast? How many times?
Arnold. He's put
so
him
come
on
on, come on,
too many
come on,
times,
my
bro.
come on, Iffy.
Come
on, Iffy. Enough of the fake confidence. Enough of the fake confidence. Let's keep it absolutely 100 on this channel.
I'm keeping it 110 with you, bro.
If he's being honest, trust me. If he's being honest,
I'm looking at this starting lineup, and I'm like, oh, that's good. Good for them.
Wow.
All right, Iffy, tell me what your team lineup will be that will combat that. Start from the back, bro.
Alisson, Robertson, Fab, Matip, hopefully, if he's fit.
Game over. Stop there. Game over. You lost. His defense is done.
Wait, who was this? Who was the centre backs? Sorry, Iffy.
Fabinho and Matip.
Oh gosh.
And
then
Trent,
let him say his team.
Trent, then Hendo, Thiago, and I'll go with. This is going to be a surprise. I'll go with Shaqiri. You know.
Ooh!
It's going to be a surprise.
Shaqiri.
I'll go with.
What, at number 10? At 10.
I'll go with Shaqiri wherever Klopp wants to put Shaqiri.
Okay.
Wow.
Who else? Iffy. So you got Shaqiri,
and then we have a normal front three.
Okay.
As usual.
Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Okay, that's very interesting. How you're saying Shaqiri is going to play. I'm not too sure on that one.
Because he would either go with Ox, Genie, or Shaq.
He's going to go with Ox. He's going to go with Ox.
No, he already gave Ox a chance. Ox.
Yeah.
And the chance he gave to Shaq.
Yeah.
The chance he gave to Shaq played better than Ox. Now Genie's been playing every single game. He's the only midfield player that's played. He's probably played most games this season.
He'll play for sure. The midfield, I think you're going to go with Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh really?
Wijnaldum. Yeah. Wijnaldum
has to play. If Pogba plays, Wijnaldum has to play. Good picture.
And Henderson.
All right, let's see what the comments are saying about
so no Thiago then.
Oh shoot!
Sure, mate. That's a Liverpool fan, mate. Let me get some.
I don't know where you fit in.
Strong team, AG. Great banter saying that's my team. Nice one. Great banter. What we going again here? Neji, that team is way too attacking for Oli. Interesting. Sean's on fire tonight. Take that. That's good. Dom, bring Iffy back after Liverpool game. Iffy.
110.
Iffy.
I'm there.
Oh, he's coming up. Oh, you've heard it now. He's coming on after the Liverpool game. By the way, if we get beat up, Iffy's going to be
if he's going to be smiling, bro. He'll be taking over the channel.
I'm there.
If he'll be having a taxi with like...
Listen, my entire family, my brothers, my cousins, they're all United fans. So I'm used to this. Bring more people for me, please. I'm used to this. Bring all the fans.
I feel like if he's like Finding Nemo, he slips through the net, bro, and gets lost. Like, how did that happen, bro? How did that happen?
So Iffy, question, Mr. Confident. So before balls kicked, right? Before balls kicked, if they offered you a draw now, a point to keep in touch, so you'll still be within 3 points of us, right? Would you take it?
That's a dead question, bro.
Or risk being 6 points behind us by the end of the game.
Champions don't go into a game looking for a point.
Yeah, champions also fight for every League Cup. They don't bow out. They don't just go for one. So that's just from experience.
When did we do that? When did we do that?
Like, bare Liverpool fans saying they did the double and the treble, bro, over 2 seasons. When is that even a fact? How can that even be a thing?
Wait, I'm confused. What are we talking about here?
I'm just putting it into practice. You're saying champions, bro. Like, I don't see your team as a champion mentality, bro.
What do you mean they are?
I don't think they got the mentality.
Neji, you tried it now, Neji.
Go on, Neji.
Listen, I got facts for you, bro.
Even even your own fan friends are disagreeing.
Yeah, that happens. That happens in our fan base, bro, because we're realists. Like Liverpool fans all gas off the same energy. You get me? They don't care. Like, we have different opinions. Let me break it down for you. Your most successful Liverpool team, yeah, when they won the Champions League, right? You had the least. You had the least points. Yeah. So your Champions League, you had the least points. So before you won the league, yeah, when you won Champions League, year before, you had the least points in Champions League, yeah, and you still managed to get through. A lot of people say they did not do that on form. They did it on performances based in big games. So you got a bit of credit there. However, you in the group stages, you had the least points. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Thank you very much. Okay, right. So
but that's still down to performances. That's still down to performances.
I just said that your performances when you managed to get through, fair play.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is consistently, you weren't really at it. You just turned up at the big games and did your job, which you have to have credit for. But I think that's overshadowed.
Hold on. Let him make the rest of his points. Let him land.
When I look at it, then obviously you win Champions League. It's all blessed, cool. Okay, Premier League year comes round. If you win Champions League, okay, now I'm talking as a United fan who's seen the most successful United teams, and most successful Arsenal teams. When you are a champion, you go for every trophy, no matter what hard. Yeah, I never.
You
saw
actually
Liverpool
don't watch.
Season.
You actually
I
don't
never
watch
saw
Liverpool
Liverpool last season. Liverpool set with their youth
Alisson
teams
was
and went
injured.
out. Did you not go out to your youth? Regardless,
Alisson was
we have
injured.
bare injuries, bro.
Adrian is the reason.
Okay.
No, Adrian is the reason why we got. Look at the Champions League game against Atletico Madrid.
This is my point, bro.
It's the only reason. It's not about the man them turning up and being like, we only want to draw. We want to turn up. Man turned up, did their best. Adrian did his best. Just wasn't good enough.
But this is my point, bro. The team that you had, in my opinion, just because they won the league, wasn't the best Liverpool team I've ever seen.
You know what, right?
They underperformed.
Let me just quickly do this, because I want to get back to the game, right? For me, right, the mark of a champion is when you win stuff. I understand how they play, but for me, it's when you win. It's winning. If you got a trophy, it's about winning. I don't care how you won. If it was a flicking hit off your elbow or whatever your ear, if you win a trophy, you win it. They won the Champions League, they won the Premier League, and they're champions, and the whole world knows it. I don't care how they.
Yeah, but Dom, if they're my statement is they underperformed. I didn't say they overperformed. I said they underperformed for the team they had. Okay. If you're winning the league by the amount of points you win it, big ups. You're the best team in the league. Period. I'm looking for that team. Because that, to me, I'm saying if a team's doing that in the league, right, then there should be some consistency in 3 other cups. Got booted out of the Champions League. They got booted out of the League Cup.
Neji, I've got to say again, and it's not a thing, but in their defence, I've got to put respect on that Liverpool team's name. And also, you got to remember, in '99 or the year after that, what did we do when we won the treble? We pulled out of the FA Cup because of fixture congestion. Yeah. So is that a championship mentality? Does that mean we weren't going for all competitions?
I'm not saying no, but obviously, did Fergie ever set up to every competition we went in? Did Fergie ever set up to go to prioritize one trophy over another?
He always threw away. He always threw away the League Cup. He threw away the League Cup. Always. He never cared about the League Cup. There's only two seasons when we weren't winning the league. When we stopped winning the league, there was 2 times where he said, "Do you know what? We're building a new team. It's a renovation." And he went after the League Cup. He started playing Tevez. He started playing. No. But what I'm saying is, you said, "Did we ever?" And I'm saying there were many times when Fergie threw away the League Cup.
Okay, so we're comparing that. So we're comparing that to Liverpool. So Liverpool right now have a structure, a team that is at its peak. So when your team's at its peak, I'm comparing it to Man United's team, as I said at the start, and Arsenal's team at its peak. Those teams, went for every trophy.
Nah, 99 we threw away the League Cup.
Sorry.
Go on, bro. Go on for that.
I don't think you can put Liverpool and class them as a team that at their peak now.
No, not now. I'm on about when you won the league. Yeah, most points ever. That was your peak, and a lot of Liverpool fans. I don't know if you agree. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying this was their best team since
in years.
In years. Okay, this is what, in my opinion, I probably because of the way I like football. I was more fearful of Xabi Alonso, Gerrard, Torres. That was me personally.
But
I
bro,
thought
look at the
that
defense.
team-
Look at the defense
Yeah, the defense
that
was
we had back
rubbish.
then.
Yeah,
They had a weak
I'm not
defense.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's preference. This is preference.
Okay,
However,
cool.
Right. Well, anyway,
I'm
let's go.
going with your
Yeah.
team right now is at its peak. Yeah, you're saying the best team in years. Our best team in years went for every single trophy. I didn't feel
Yeah, but
personally.
yeah,
I thought you
but
could
your
have gone
team-
more.
Didn't.
I
Yeah,
was
but your
expecting
team,
more from you.
your team back then was consistently winning things. Like
But
you
that's what
guys
I'm saying.
had, you guys had that. We're babies in this. Like this
Yeah,
team is they're babies in winning.
Come back to,
Yeah, but
like,
you won
the
Champions League the year
last years.
before.
But guys, let's move
Yeah.
on. Let's move on. We've got a game on Sunday. Maybe we can talk into the game.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Can I
next
interrupt?
time. Sorry.
All right, guys. Now,
Go
Can
on,
I
Philly.
interrupt?
say again.
Can I drink a beer on this?
Yeah,
on
you do
this-
what you want, man. Just
Oh,
don't do.
thank
Yeah,
God.
have it, man. What do you think I've been drinking?
I won't
Um,
reply no matter what. I promise. We'll move on.
All right, so let's bring in. I actually had the same team as Sean, so I've just merged it together, guys. So me and Sean, this is the team. De Gea is the same as Nagy. You got Sean Maguire by and AWB, completely the same.
Okay, that looks a bit more interesting.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but
Yeah.
what we've
Because-
done in
because I
midfield,
think-
we've changed it from
Yeah.
Fred and Pogba to Fred and McTominay for that so that work rate. We know they're going to lose the ball. We know that. But when we got Bailly, Maguire there, when they play better together, they can sweep that up. And then you got Pogba as a completely enigma. You don't know what Pogba's going to do on the left. You know if he's going to cross early, if he's going to do a step over, he's going to shoot. And then you got Cavani, Fernandes, and Rashford. Also, this is based on Martial maybe not being fit. But even if he wasn't fit, I would still look at this team because we know Matt Fred play well against the big teams when they just got to sit back and defend.
Mm.
So how you feel about that, Iffy?
That looks interesting because Pogba played on the left. Was it last 2 games, right?
Yeah, not the last one,
No,
the
no,
one
no.
before that, yeah.
Yeah, and he looked more threatening.
He
Like,
does.
He looked more free.
Like World
So-
Cup Pogba. You know, sometimes he plays
Exactly.
and does it.
Exactly. That looks interesting.
Yeah, this is the team I think Ollie will set up with if Martial's not fit. I don't think he'll bring in Telles because the game is too. We can't have Telles is still getting to the game, and Luke Shaw is our best defender. Do you think he's better than Trent? Iffy, sure.
Who looks short?
Yeah.
No. Trent has more dimensions to his game.
But his defending is shocking, man. What's your first
Yeah.
priority as a
Do
left
you know
back?
what? Do you know what? You see when VVD is playing with Trent because they play on the same side. When they're playing on the same side, I feel like VVD and when Hendo's on that side of the pitch, they're in his air. He can't make a mistake. And if he does make a mistake, Hendo's covering. When we don't have that support, Trent is a bit of a liability.
Okay, fine. Well, I think well, I don't know if you agree with me, Sean, in this one, but I think the first role of a left back or a right back, the first it's maybe 60-40 is to defend. You're a defender.
Agreed.
So for me, as for Trent, for me, he does not defend good enough, and I'd feel much better. I feel like if you put Luke Shaw into Liverpool, I think that he would learn how to attack more and be the best defender you've ever had on that side.
I don't know.
I think it comes down to Klopp because it's the same. It's a similar thing to Sterling. I don't really class Sterling as a world class player as an individual, but put him in a system that suits their abilities, you're game over. Trent plays in a system which clearly Klopp plays where his wide men are basically his new creative midfielders, but they're doing from the whips. So do they really need to defend when you've got a Rolls Royce like Van Dijk at the back just mopping up all defensive duties? However, does Trent fit into any other team in the world? Then he may be struggling because then it's a case of can he develop? Can he play a different type of way? This is when people call people world class. I class world class as a player being able to play in pretty much any, I say 80 to 90% of the top teams in Europe. If they can't do that, then you're only world class for the team you play for. Therefore, you can't be world class. You are club class, or you are class based on your manager's tactics and stuff like that. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, it's a hard one, man. I feel like whatever team we go out with, right? We could put. You know what I hate so much, boys, when people are like, "Yeah, we got Rashford, we got Martial, we got Cavani." You know, they start reading it off like it's some sort of catwalk, and then they're just walking down the hills. And I'm like, I don't care that this. They could have all these names, but if they don't turn up and chase down the ball and finish their chances, it does not matter. You can see teams. And how did Leicester win the league? Leicester won the league because they had Vardy, who was on steroids, and the whole team were playing for each other.
Once the Vardy was on,
Listen,
performance
everyone in a
drugs.
Leicester team needs to get drug tested.
Honestly, but they played as a team. Manchester United can beat Liverpool easy if they play like a team. Liverpool can beat Man United if they play like a team. They don't need everybody on form. I'll tell you right now, Mane and AWB is going to be the biggest fight since Anthony Joshua.
I cannot wait to see that.
Honestly, every time
That's not a fight for me.
Not a fight. Go on, Sean.
When I look at it, we've seen that battle before, and AWB 1-on-1, he does pretty well against him. But I would say, for me, the key is going to be in the midfield. I feel like Bruno is essential for us to do well. We need Bruno to turn up in a big game and actually have an impact on it, because so far the big teams have been able to clamp him. They're stopping him at source and they're sticking super tight to him and basically rendering him ineffective in the big games.
Yeah.
We need him to find a way to free up the space and find a way to impact the game. We need McTominay and we need Fred on 100%, because that midfield battle is going to be so key against the energy of Liverpool with Henderson, whoever they play in there, Thiago. They've just got so much class on the ball and so much energy to dictate the game. We have to match them. And if we can match them in the midfield, I feel like we've got the threats going forward with Pogba, Cavani and Rashford. If they show up, we know we can hurt them, especially with their centre midfielders they got playing at centre back. Fabinho, whoever else they're putting at the back there, Matip. They're not defenders. Forget them, right? Cavani gets a sniff, it's a goal. But we have to win that midfield battle.
Sure.
You know what, though? Cavani, though.
Go on.
Cavani's not... I know you say that, Sean, that if he gets a sniff, he done it. But Cavani didn't play that well the last game. And I know why he didn't play that well, because he's coming from a free game. He hadn't got the match rhythm. He missed about 3 golden opportunities. So for me, I'm seeing...
He's a big game player. He's a big game player, Dom.
I'm seeing a trend at the moment where I know for a fact that Liverpool are scared. I don't care if he's not scared. They're scared iffy, man. Because they know that if they lose this is not good. This is not good. They've drawn, like, in the last 4. Yeah, they've won 1-0 last minute. That's not the Liverpool we know. That's Liverpool near the end of the season when they're just trying to get the points. Not this early. Normally they're seeing teams off 3-1, 4-1, 4-2. Something's different, right? Something's changed. So for me, it's one of those games where we have to be clinical. We can't need 17 chances to finish a goal. We need players to step up. And I know you said a minute ago, Sean, that we need Bruno to step up in this game. I don't really need Bruno to step up in this game. I need the team to play as a team. We can see the last game where Pogba stepped up because Bruno didn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you're going to have players that come here for a game and another player goes down there. That's fine. You're going to have other team when they go out there. That's fine. We've seen games when Sterling can't score to save his life. Kevin De Bruyne steps up. We've seen other games where Cancelo is playing amazing at Man City. We've seen games for Liverpool when it's not Jota when he's out. We've seen other people step up. We've seen Mane step up, or when Salah's not shooting, Firmino started scoring goals. Where did that come from? Firmino's scoring now. So for me, we need to play as a team, and this is a level game. Sunday is a level game, and it's going to come down to the Man City game. Who wants it more? And at the moment, I don't know if we want it more than Liverpool, because at the top you get comfortable, you get relaxed. We've got 3 points, and I just hope they come and say, "Come on, let's do this." But I know Liverpool are going to have that fire in their belly, like we need to smash them at our house, and we need to get 11 points for them. That's what I'm saying.
Kind of, you know, like when you talk about Bissaka and Mane, yeah. If you look at Mane off the ball, he has Bissaka in his pocket. The only time Bissaka will have Mane is when Mane's got the ball at his feet. We know Bissaka's Bissaka's positional awareness ain't the greatest. Klopp ain't stupid. He knows we got weaknesses. We're just riding a good wave right now, and we're in massive confidence.
Nazy, you're talking about when Bissaka's inside and the ball goes over and it's a far.
This is my point. But
it's going to be peak. Yeah,
that is how Liverpool set up most of their goals, most of their attacking play. Is that if they're in the rhythm of playing that style of football anyway, we ain't going to have the easiest ride as we think. And this is why, obviously, I didn't know the formation that you put out there, but this is why I really want 5 at the back, because we need to nullify those wing positions and play Bayern Twanzebe with the pace in the centre back, so they can cover back and move the ball forward with Pogba in front and an energetic Fred. And let whoever's up front just have free roam.
Let me just quickly talk to Zach guy, because Zach, I'm not stupid, man. I completely agree. I've said this before on so many different streams that we could at the beginning of this stream, I said it, the wheels could fall off at any point, right? They could fall off. At the moment, we're driving a Lamborghini. It's yellow. I've got freaking Coke. Like, not actual that Coke. I mean, like a can of Coke. And I'm having a good time. Like, I'm enjoying it. But all of a sudden, the wheels could fall off. I understand.
This guy sounds like a hater, man.
But Zach, no, he's fine, because this is a good point.
It's real.
Tottenham's been at the top and people thought they're going to win. Chelsea been at the top and people thought they're going to win. For me, though, Zach, right, we haven't been in this position for a long time, so I'm enjoy it while we can. If the wheels fall off,
there you
fine.
Go. Why shouldn't we?
We've accepted that the wheels are going to fall off.
Yeah, they could, but if they don't,
I'm not accepting the wheels are going to fall off. Not at all. I'm not expecting the wheels to fall off.
No, we're not expecting it, but it could happen.
It could happen. Of course, it could happen. But again, I just got to look at the last 12 months. It's not like this is a flash in the pan. We've been consistent for a whole calendar year. No one has taken more points than us. Yeah. So I'm looking at it. For me, this is the key game, and I tweeted it out a couple of weeks ago. I said, if we can go to Anfield and get 3 points, I'll say it again here live on the stream. If we beat you on Sunday, I'm certain we will win the league.
Wow.
If we get a point at Anfield, we can still win the league, but the wheels could fall off. But I feel like the 3 points that we get will be so big, it will give the players so much confidence, so much belief. We've beaten the best team that were unbeatable for 2 years. We are the real deal. We cannot let ourselves down now and go and slip up in any other games, because they've shown they can be consistent. Just Najee, before you come back to it, right? Because over the last 12 months, in that run that I just talked about, the only team that we haven't beaten is Liverpool. We drew at Old Trafford 1-1, and then we went to Anfield and got slapped 2-0. Right? Yeah. So this game for me is the test, and it is the acid test. Are we really about it?
Sean, do you think it'll be the? Sorry, bro. Sorry, go on.
Sean, guys, make sure you follow Sean on Twitter. So if we do win, you can at him. He's at Growth.
100% Growth Football.
Type that in now for us. That'd be amazing. And follow him now. And so if we do win, he's gonna have to say something serious, because he said that we're gonna win the league if we beat Liverpool.
But Sean's on to something. He just made me think about something else, because
it's good what you said.
I know a lot of United fans are in a position where we're only hesitant because we know we haven't seen the consistency in terms of how we win games. The manner in which we win games hasn't been consistent. Like Liverpool, when they play the style of football, they win games because of the way they play football. We're not consistent in that respect, but I do feel we've got an extra gear in us, and I think if we do get the win against Liverpool, from what Sean's saying, it sounds like that will give us the extra gear to be more focused. Because that Burnley game, that was the first time, I think Matic said it as well, like where we scored and we didn't look nervous. We were like consistent, playing the right way. Maybe we get this result at Liverpool, it will confirm what Sean's basically just saying, and it will give us an extra gear to go, right, this is our level now. This is where we got to. Let's hold it. Let's maintain it. Let's build off this moment. For once, I ain't disagreeing with Sean.
Everybody in the comments is saying Sean's right. We've got 100% Sean. Look, I'm feeling good, but I'm not stupid. I just want to enjoy this while we're doing it, enjoy it while we're winning it. The wheels could fall off easily. Look at Tottenham losing and they had loads of chances. But while we're winning at the top, I'm gonna enjoy it. You can't take that away from me.
It's been too long, man. It's been too long.
Iffy, tell me your score predictions, bro, and your score predictions and your first goal scorer.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Liverpool.
And your first goal scorer?
I think you guys will score first. I think it'll be a Bruno penalty. A Bruno penalty, and then Mane to score 2.
Okay, all right, Sean. That's what everybody thinks of us, penalties. What's your score prediction and first goal scorer?
Score prediction. I'm gonna go with a 2-1. This is my heart. I'll be honest. It's my heart ruling my head a little bit here. I can't lie, but I'm gonna go with it. I've got to be positive. I want us to get the win. So I'm going 2-1 and Eddie Cavani to get the winner, and we're going to see the El Matador celebration.
Okay. All right. And AG?
I'll be honest, bro. I think we need to score first. It's fact. We don't score first, I just don't think the mentality is going to be there to bring it on. It's going to be a forced thing. We haven't got the style of football to get back into the game.
No,
so If we don't score first, it's going to be a madness. So I'm going to unfortunately say 2-1 Liverpool because I do think Liverpool will score first.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I even come onto this channel today?
Listen, my opinions are solely based around football, not what my heart wants. What my heart wants is a 4-0 slapping. And me shouting
you've earned my respect today. You've earned my respect.
All right, let me tell you what I'm saying. Guys, get your predictions in. Your first goal scorer and the score. I'm going to go.
Goal scorer.
Say again?
Oh, it's going to be Firmino. Watch.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, man. All right, I'm going to go with. Oh, I just know Liverpool score though. I know they will.
They have to. They will score.
They're too consistent, man. They're too consistent.
They will score.
I'm going to go 2-2.
Nice. I could take a 2-2, you know. What are you saying, Dom? Who's scoring first, bro?
Yeah, who's scoring?
Mane's scoring first, man. He's scoring first. You know what? Iffy, right? I used to play football with Iffy when I was younger, and he plays like Mane as well, you know.
He does all the diving and stuff.
Oh,
hey. No, I'm just aggressive and quick.
He's aggressive.
I was.
Like that. You think
15 years ago.
And all of a sudden, he's just gone down the line. I'm like, I've lost him.
Energy.
Guys, get your scores in, and don't forget to check out the video where we talk about football hate and Manchester United infighting and fan channels. I'll put it up on the video, but yeah, check that out, share it so we can get more people to realize that you can't go too far. The line drops, and if anybody goes too far, unfollow and block them. I'm not for that. It's all love on Twitter. It's all love within Manchester United and football.
100.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Iffy, thanks so much for joining.
Big up to Iffy, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
You'll be back.
Respect Iffy. Big up.
Back Sunday. If we win or lose, that's going to be interesting. But bring a couple of drinks, enjoy yourself. And guys, thank you so much for joining again. You've been amazing to all the regulars. I really appreciate you. You know I do. Keep up the good work, people. Peace out. A-Town down. Peace.